beautiful people. It's Major Mr. This is why I love you. And you are watching the Connect Network TV.
Well, welcome back to the Connect Network TV right here on the CW. So, Camille, so happy you're here. You are helping us learn how to create a podcast. There are so many women and men that have been thinking about it. Let's first start by talking about how to create a great show. 30 minutes, 60 minutes, how long is it? And what should go inside of our podcast?
I say first figure out what kind of format you want to use, whether you want to be just audio, then that would change also what kind of program you use. I use anchor.fm to get all the RS feeds, and it sends it to Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, all of that. I did have to do an application process to get approved to be on all those different platforms. So I'm on iHeartRadio everywhere. One of the tips I always give is have a community of friends that you can count on that will be in the comment section, helping you along, making sure that they, even if it's yourself, just having all the links prepared to just populate during it. So it makes it easy for people to find your guest. But also know your level of what you can do. Because if you can do all of the OBXRSCEO, whatever, then do it. But if you can't, find somebody that can, that whether you pay them internships.
So you were pretty serious about making this, a real thing. So what makes for a good podcast? I like what you're saying about start with your family. That will also help you build your muscle, build your conversation, and get comfortable being recorded and accepting the way you sound. It's funny when you're not on television or on podcasts and you hear yourself, it can be shocking, especially for me.
Yes, that's hence the earphones, because I can hear myself and realize if I'm being too loud or if I'm not loud enough. Because sometimes with your audio, if you find out after the fact that it was all bad, you may be able to get that guest again, but you probably won't. And that magic won't be there again because you already can kind of anticipate what the questions are, or you might forget because you've already asked them in the previous one, but the audio was bad. Because people will work with bad visual, but they will not work with bad audio.
So what makes for a good show? What do we want to get into the show, and how long should the podcast be?
I think because of attention spans, you really should try to stay under an hour, 45 minutes to 30 minutes. If you can get all the great information in that amount of time, that's great. I could tell you every single ingredient I use, but if it's not your sauce, if it's not something you're interested in, if it's not your love poured into it, it's not going to work. So find what you're interested in. Know what your passions are and go in that direction.
Talk a little bit about just marketing, how to put yourself out there, how to be seen. What should we do after we've got the whole idea together?
Okay, well, so I have to give credit to my girlfriend, Fran Moses, because she was the one that first nominated me. And then I started realizing every time there was something that was not there was any nomination for podcasting, I would start promoting it. And also interviewing publicists help, because you scratch their back, they'll scratch yours. So then they started nominating me. So that's how I got the Voyage LA interview. But it's a matter of just putting yourself out there, joining different groups that are supportive. And like you said, your Instagram stalking, it pays off. When you Instagram stalk, Facebook stalk the right people, then they'll start promoting you because you're promoting their stuff. You're sharing theirs, they'll share yours. You're commenting because you actually enjoy what their content is. They're going to start commenting. So I'll do that. Use what's in you don't have to always make a big production with iMovie or whatever editing software you might use. Because I'll share all the secrets. So I also use Civian Social to get affiliate links. So I put that in my my blogs and so on. So that helps me get paid advertisements that way. And doing different blog things. So I recently did something for Belk, so they paid me for that. And funny enough, I made more off of that than I used to make doing runway shows for them inside of the store where I would show off the different brands and so on. So I was like, wait, I can make more money and not even leave my house? Sold. And I still get to try on beautiful clothes. Double sold.
Win-win.
So there's so many different ways to because like you said, ask. I am horrible at asking people for money because a couple of times I got burned. So I just was like, I don't have the energy to waste to chase money. If you're going to pay me, you're going to pay me. And I was one of those that was kind of naive. I was like, oh, I'll just wait. I'll go ahead and interview them and wait for the money. And then they ghost me.
Yeah.
And I didn't chase my husband. I'm not chasing somebody else. Okay.
And 2 snaps to that, girl.
So, needless to say, you find other ways that work within your skill set. Because I am a solopreneur. I don't have anyone else helping me. So I focus more on making good content and finding other ways that make me feel good about making money and still having a good show. Like that's what's really going to drive people to me, and getting more acting jobs and so on because of it. Like that works for me too.
Wow, Camille, you are just outstanding. So happy to be with you today, and so much more. And we've shared in the Twin Cities that you're going to be pulling up on the team in several ways. So I'm excited to be sharing more about you. You're so just a breath of fresh air. How can people contact you and learn more about the E-Spot with Camille?
Yes, I am doing consultations. I am doing classes. I do have some free videos that people can watch because I repurposed some of the speeches I did. Right. So it's on YouTube and it's on my website every chance I get. But you can reach me at CamilleKauer.com or on Instagram, The Real Camille Kauer.
That is all the time we have for today. Make sure you are keeping up with not only Camille, but follow Dr. Piper as well, owner of Regenerating Health. And my girls, Wendy and Michelle, will be back with us next week. And in the meantime, don't forget to keep up with us online at theconnectonline.com.